Welcome everyone to the next class of management accounting. Okay, and I hope you are practicing because accounting definitely needs practice, and still you are not able to create interest or not able to train your mind, okay, with the importance of study that is also related with your subject and syllabus. Okay, then all the best. As always, I used to say, God is there for you, don't worry. Okay, so I'm moving because I believe there is some students, hopefully, okay, who is to actually do the studies. So for them, I'm again here with one more question of fund flow statement. So as usual, okay, we'll discuss the question each and every item, and then we will move towards the solution. Okay, so let's start with the liabilities, and just for a small changes, last time always I have given you older year in the first column of amount and then the newer year and the next column of amount. So here just a interchange, okay, but never get confused. Okay, you may get, or actually in a old question papers also, your senior, junior, whoever, I don't know, okay, they have got, definitely not the junior, just for a comedy I'm saying, so they have got this type of question, so that's why I have added it here. Now, not wasting the time, start with the topic, starting with the topic, sorry. So very first we have under the liabilities share capital. So share capital, how much? In 2012 3 lakh, in 2003 4 lakh. That means how much extra we are issuing? 1 lakh rupees. And earlier also we have, in the last classes also somewhere we have seen, okay, extra issue of shares, okay, and if there is a no other purpose for issuing these shares, then we are going to assume that that much fund is coming in our pocket. Okay, so that will be our source of fund. Okay, next we have a reserve. So older 80,000, newer 1 lakh, that means extra 20,000 we have transferred towards the reserve, and transfer towards the reserve is going to be always our non-cash expense. Okay, then we have a profit and loss. Definitely we use the opening and closing both balance to calculate fund from operation. Then we have our debentures. So debentures, if we check, okay, in 2012 value was 1,50,000, in 2013 value is 1 lakh, that means we have redeemed it. Okay, worth rupees how much? Worth rupees 50,000 we have redeemed the debenture. So it is going to be application, but the amount will slightly change, and why the amount will change, we check in the additional information once we will discuss all the items of the balance sheet. Okay, just keep it in a hold. Fine. Now the next we have IT provision. So IT provision, here also I am treating it as a non-operating only. Okay, so we will, for this also we'll check with the additional information how much actually tax we have paid, that will become our application of fund, and how much provision we have made during the year, that will become our non-cash expense. Okay, creditor, as always we know, it is a current liability, so it will be a part of first step, that is statement changes in working capital. And then we have the another item, proposed dividend. So proposed dividend also non-operating, we are going to treat it here now. So if non-operating, then before moving to how to treat it, we need to check the additional information. If related to dividend any additional information is there, then we have to prepare a ledger account. And if in the additional information there is no additional information, okay, related to proposed dividend, then what we have to do, the older one, that is 2012, okay, this we have to assume as a dividend paid, and it will be a part of our application of fund. And what we have proposed the dividend in 2013, that we will treat it as a non-cash expense. Clear the liability side. Now moving towards the asset side. Goodwill. So 2012 1 lakh value and 2013 90,000 value, that means there's a difference of 10,000. so we are doing what, we are writing off the goodwill. So goodwill written off, definitely a part of your non-cash expense. Fine. Then plant and machinery, we have the value and we have some informations in additional informations also, so we'll work with that and afterwards we'll discuss, okay, what will go where. Next we have our debentures discount, okay, so that is going to be your non-operating, okay. Last, like that is 2012 the value was 8,000 and 2013 the value is 5,000. Okay, that means we have utilized how much, 3,000, and that is our non-operating expense. Okay, prepaid expense, current asset. Investment, again related to investment we have extra information, so we'll check out that and then decide where it will go. Then the remaining data, stock and cash, all are your current assets, so all the current items in the working capital. Clear? So I hope with each and every item in balance sheet we are clear. Now we will move towards the additional information. So very first additional information is given for us 15% depreciation. Okay, I have gone here for shortcuts. Okay, 15% depreciation has been charged in the account on plant and machinery. So that means we need to calculate the 15% depreciation on plant and machinery, and then we have to treat the depreciation as a non-cash expense. Fine. Then next we have a machine, old machine. Okay, old machine costing rupees 50,000, and in bracket we have, like, after depreciation the actual value left, okay, is 20,000 rupees. Okay, and it has got sold for 35,000. So just take 20,000 is your actual value now and you have sold it for 35,000. That means 15,000 is profit, and profit on sale of asset always our non-cash, sorry, not non-cash, I'm real sorry, non-fund gain. Okay, non-fund gain. Next information we have machine costing rupees 10,000. Again, for that also 10 down value is given. 3,000 has been discarded. So machine actual worth rupees, like your bookish one, book value was 10,000, but actually the remaining value was 3,000, which you have discarded. So this is a kind case of what, loss, okay, which is non-fund or non-operating, worth rupees 3,000. Fine. Next we have plant costing rupees 2,30,000 was purchased during the year. So you have made the purchase. Purchase means your fund will go out from your pockets. It is going to be the application of fund. Then next we have 10,000 profit has been earned by sale of investment. So again 10,000 profit, how much we are, the sales value that is not given here, we have to calculate, but profit is given. And again profit on sale of investment or your fixed assets all are the part of your non-fund income or gain. Okay, and then we have information about debenture. Debentures have been redeemed at 5% premium, and you remember while discussing from the balance sheet I told you hold the amount. What we have gone for the things, we have gone what, we are redeeming the debenture, that means application of fund, and from the balance sheet the difference was 50,000, but here we have additional information, we have redeemed it at a 5% premium. So that means 50,000 plus 5% will be our total application of fund. Clear? Now next, and same thing, one more here, sorry. Okay, 5% premium. Okay, definitely it is a expense for us. Okay, and that is going to be our non-fund or non-operating expenses or losses. Fine. Now the next we have rupees 45,000 income tax has been paid. So 45,000 tax paid, that is application, and for, like, we have to work, we have to open the ledger account for IT provision account, and then we have to find out how much provision we have made during the year. That will be the part of, or sorry, that we have to treat it as a non-cash expense. So each and everything I hope I have discussed. Okay, so let's move towards the solution. Very first step, we are going to prepare statement of changes in working capital, where we used to work on only the current assets and current liability, and where we need to keep, remember, only one formula or only one rule, because remaining three we can just make the opposite. And very simple rule is what, increase in current asset, increase in working capital. Okay, I hope you remember. Yes or no? I don't know. Okay, now coming to the current assets. Stock we have taken. So in 2012 stock value is 50 and 2013 the stock value is 80. That means it is an increase of 30, an increase in current asset, increase in working capital. So 30,000 in your increase column. So similarly we have worked with the debtors, cash and prepaid expenses. Okay, now once we are done with all the current assets, we need to make the total of year column. So total of A always I used to denote for current asset. Okay, in case of this. So total of your 2012 2,24,000 and 2013 2,15,750, and then we need to move towards the current liability. Okay, by mistake current liability also have denoted as A, please make it B. Okay, and under current liability we have discussed in the question only, we had only one item, that is creditors. And creditors here if we can see it is decreasing, so decrease in current liability, increase in working capital. Okay, and total of B 90,000, 70,000, nothing else was there. And then we need to calculate working capital, and for working capital formula is current asset minus current liability, A minus B I am taking here. So 2,24,000 minus 90,000 will get the working capital as 1,34,000, and similar way for 2013 2,15,750 minus 70,000 we are going to get the working capital as 1,45,750. And we can make out here very clearly in 2013 the working capital is more compared to the 2012. So we'll get the conclusion what, or final answer what, increase in working capital. How much? 1,45,750 minus 1,34,000, that is 11,750. And then we are going to close the year column, and same thing we are going to work with the increase and decrease. Make the total of increase column, we are going to get it as a 61,750. Write the balance, and that should be exactly equal to your year column, increase or decrease in working capital. Here also we have the same one, that is 11,750. So first step is clear. Then we'll move to the working notes. Okay, so as while discussing in the balance sheet, we have seen that we need to open the ledger accounts for 3. See, if you want, you can open the ledger accounts for each and every long term items, fixed items, capital items. Okay, but what I used to say, whatever we are able to make out or figure out with the eye view, okay, for that no need to open the ledger account. Like just suppose even in this question we can open the ledger account for share capital also. Okay, but what's the use? Because from the balance sheet only we can make out there is a excess issue of worth rupees 1 lakh. So why to open for that ledger account and then again go for it? There's no need, okay, until unless it is not necessary. Okay, so whatever I felt necessary, I am going for that. Okay, and if you feel these are also not necessary, you can skip definitely. Okay, so first I'm going to open, or I have opened actually, income tax provision account. Okay, so taking the values from the balance sheet, opening balance, definitely it is liability, so credit side, opening balance 50,000, closing balance 40,000, and then we had the information, additional information, we have paid the tax 45,000, so to cash, that is tax paid 45,000, all the three information here. And then we need to calculate just the balancing figure. So balancing figure, credit side, it shows always that this much provision we have made, new provision we have made, okay, during the year towards your income tax, and this we are going to treat as the non-cash expense. So 35,000 non-cash expense and 45,000, that is your tax paid application of fund. Okay, then next we have investment account. So if you remember, related to your investment, we had the one additional information that rupees 10,000 profit has been earned by the sale of investment. So definitely we want to calculate the sales value also. Okay, so just I have opened, and again taking the opening balance and closing balance from the balance sheet, it's our side, so debit side starting, the opening balance 1 lakh, okay, and then we had the profit of 10,000, and then we are having the closing balance 60,000. So sorry, so the balancing figure is going to denote our sale. That means worth rupees 50,000. Again, not sorry, worth rupees. Okay, 50,000 is the selling value of investment. So book value is 40,000 and 10,000 profit, and totally from the sale we are getting 50,000. And whatever we are going to do the sale, if it is a cash sale, then we are going to treat it as a source of fund. So cash sales 50,000 source of fund, and this profit on the sale of investment, as earlier also I have told, it is going to be your non-fund or non-operating income or gain. Okay. Now coming to a little bit bigger one, that is plant and machinery, because we had almost 3 points in under the additional information about the plant and machinery only. So first, very simple, first thing we have to take the opening and closing balance from the balance sheet. So as I have taken here, assets, so debit side open, okay, and then we had the information. Okay, actually I have written purchase as a balancing figure, but actually maybe some mistaken I have done. Okay, actually we had the information, okay, in the additional information that we have made a new purchase worth rupees 2,30,000. So you can just keep this balancing figure which is in bracket. Okay, and then coming to our credit side, very first if we go for the additional informations, old machine costing rupees 50,000, and in bracket here written down value how much, 20,000. So sale of machine happened for how much, 20,000. Okay, and then one more information we had, a machine costing rupees 10,000, and again in bracket written down value 3,000 has been discarded. So again the machinery discarded for how much, worth was 3,000. Okay, sale of machinery, source of fund, machine discarded, that is going to be our non-operating or non-fund expenses or losses. And then we have to calculate depreciation, very first additional information, 15% depreciation. So now just check out, in 2012 we had the value of plant and machinery is 2,98,000. okay, out of this 2,98,000, 23,000 gone case. Okay, 20,000 sold and 3,000 discarded. So 23,000 worth rupees, your 23,000 gone cash. So now the remaining is how much? Remaining is our 2,75,000, and on that we have to charge the 15% depreciation, which is going to be 41,250. Okay, and then again we had the information what, that we have purchased the new one worth rupees 2,30,000. So depreciation on that also 15%. So that is 34,500. So total depreciation charge is going to be 75,750 rupees. Okay, so this is our all the working notes, and now moving to the calculation of fund from operation. Okay, so very first we are going to take the closing profit, which is how much? I don't have a question now. Okay, let me turn. So we have the closing profit 50,000. Okay, and as we know very well, in this we need to add back non-cash and non-fund expenses or losses, and I am not going to discuss now because already we have discussed a lot about this. So just I am going to read for you. Transfer to reserves worth rupees 20,000, proposed dividend 40,000, goodwill written off 10,000, then debentures, okay, discount written off 3,000, depreciation on plant and machinery 75,750, premium on redemption of debentures 2,500. See, I hope you remember, worth rupees 50,000 debentures we have redeemed at 5% premium. So 5% of your 50,000, that amount will be here, okay, as a non-operating or non-fund expenses or losses. Then we have made the provision for tax this year 35,000. Then there was a loss because the worth rupees 3,000 machinery we have discarded. So these all our non-cash, non-fund or non-operating expenses or losses. So just make a total and it will give us 1,89,250. And now we need to deduct non-cash and non-fund income or gains. So we have sold the machinery, okay, which was actually for 20,000, but we have sold it for 35,000. That means it is profit of 15,000. And then we had the direct information, that is profit on sale of investment 10,000. And then at the end we need to deduct opening profit or loss, which is 30,000. So total of these three, 55,000, and when we are going to do the final plus minus of your 50,000 plus 1,89,250 minus 55,000, we will get the fund from operation as a 1,84,250. Clear? And then finally we need to prepare fund flow statement, where we used to have only two headings, that is sources and the application. So again, I don't think so that I have to discuss again, because already we have discussed, so we can just go quickly. And that's why I like before solution discussing each and every items of question. And for you it is best if you are writing, if you're making the notes, please make a notes which each and every items with the pencils, okay, whether it is a source, whether it is application, whether it is a non-cash, whether it is a non-fund expense or loss or income or gain, okay, or whether it is a current asset. So it will make your work easy, and even you can cross verify also whether you have left some item or what. Okay, now coming here, issue of shares 1 lakh, sale of machine 35,000, we have sold the machine for rupees 35,000. Then sale of investment we have calculated in our working notes 50,000, and then we have calculated fund from operation 1,84,250. Total is 3,69,250. Now coming towards your application, we have redeemed the debentures, and already I have told you 50,000 plus 5% premium, so worth rupees how much we have to pay? 52,500 gone out from our pocket. So that is application. Then we have purchased the new plant and machinery worth rupees 2,30,000. Okay, and then we have paid the tax 45,000, and then we have paid the dividend worth rupees 30,000. See, these all were our application, making the total, that is 3,57,500. And finally taking the difference of sources and application, which should be equal to increase or decrease in working capital. So here also it is equal, that is 11,750. that is how much we have got the increase in working capital while calculating the statement of changes in working capital. Here also we have 11,750, and now also we got the 11,750. So for the day, this much try to practice, okay, and I hope you will understand. So thank you, have a nice day.